IVM.
You are the most valuable investment you will ever make. Hi, I'm Zarina Poonawalla, your leadership coach, life coach, and emotional intelligence coach. You probably know me from the Empowering series, and this is my new show, the Life Manifesto with Zarina Poonawalla. I'm going to coach you to be the best version of yourselves. So get ready to create, attain, and manifest the life you've always desired and make it your reality. Hi, you guys. I'm here with a very interesting manifesto for you today. I don't know what to call it, and I don't want to give any introductions about it, but it's a story I read, and it's a true story. So it made me think really long and really hard. And I thought to myself, if I am thinking so long and hard, why should I leave you out of it? So I decided I'm going to share this true story with you. And it's quite worth your time, so just stay with me while I'm at it, okay? So here goes. There was a young boy named Charlie Plumb, and he graduated from the Naval Academy. Eventually, he completed his training and became part of a program. Now, this program is famously known as Top Gun. You've all heard of Top Gun, and Top Gun is a film as well. During the course of his career, Charlie Plumb actually flew 74 successful combat missions over North Vietnam. Wow. Now, Charlie was about 5 days away from the end of his tour when he took off on his 75th mission. But as fate would have it, it didn't go as the previous ones did. In fact, it was quite the opposite. His plane was attacked and destroyed. But luckily, somehow, Charlie survived. He ejected and parachuted straight into enemy lines. Naturally, nothing went as planned, and this was his 75th mission. Charlie landed in enemy territory, and after that, he spent 6 years in a Vietnamese prison. And needless to say, he was tortured, he was troubled, he was not given food, he lived in solitary confinement in a small cell and whatnot. But 6 years of his life, he was in a prison. But somehow Charlie survived. He survived this ordeal, and in fact, the grit of the man, he continued flying. He flew for a few more years before retiring completely, and now he speaks of this. He speaks of the lessons he learned, and he motivates people, which is wonderful, you know. One ordinary day, Charlie and his wife were sitting at a regular restaurant, and a man from another table noticed him. And he came over to him and he said, "You're Plumb. You flew jet fighters in Vietnam from aircraft carrier Kitty Hawk. You were shot down." Plumb was shocked, and he asked, "How in the world did you know that?" The man replied, "I packed your parachute." Plumb gasped. He was surprised and he was grateful, but he was just astonished. The man pumped his hand and said, "I guess it worked." Now, Charlie assured him and said, "It sure did. If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." That night, Charlie couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about the man. He wondered what this savior might have looked like in a Navy uniform. A white hat, a bib in the back, and bell-bottom trousers. He wondered how many times he might have seen him and not even said good morning. Not said anything at all, because, you see, Charlie Plumb, he was a fighter pilot. And this man, he was just an ordinary sailor. That's all. So the question really is, and that's what Charlie Plumb likes to ask, rather Captain Charlie Plumb likes to ask, who is packing your parachute? In life, how often do you overlook the little things, the small and big efforts people take for you? How often have you looked around within your ecosystem and actually, truly thought of those that make your day possible for you? We all have someone, somewhere, somehow making life a little easier for us. Whether it's your teacher giving you an extra class, or your helper packing your lunch today, your Uber driver, or your partner filling up the fuel tank so you don't waste time while going to work. It could be your parents who babysit your kid very happily, allowing you to go on with your day. Your boss, who may be more accommodating than any other bosses you know. Your friend, who you use as a punching bag to vent out every now and then. It could be anyone, simply anyone in your life. A provider, a caregiver, a well-wisher, or someone simply doing their job. So once in a while, get off your high horse and in your daily chaos, please notice. Notice little acts of kindness. Say thank you. Greet those who work with you or for you. Don't take them for granted. Don't overlook their efforts. Be grateful because these are the people who pack your parachute right now. And please ask yourself right now, who is packing your parachute today? And while you're checking who packed your parachute, remember to continue to live, not just exist. Remember to love doing what you do and do it often. And if you don't like something, go ahead and change it. The power is within you. Thank you for tuning in to the Life Manifesto with me, Zarina. If you find the show useful, then please share it with your friends, family, and co-workers. You never know. You may just help someone become the best version of themselves. And if you want to align your life with some signature masterclasses, certification courses, and live sessions with me, go check out and download my app, Life Manifesto with Zarina Poonawalla. Available on Play Store or Apple Store. And if you have any suggestions or anything that you would like to share with me, get in touch with me on my social media handles. I am at Zarina Poonawalla on Instagram and LinkedIn, and at Zarina Speaks on Twitter. See you in the next episode.
Hey everybody, it's been a great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus Says, singer and music composer Osho Jain tells Cyrus all about his debut album, SAR. Want to find out all there is about mixed martial arts on Simplified? Chuck Narantoni and Shrike speak to Siddharth Rao, a national-level kickboxer. On All Things Policy, Sapni JK and Megha Pardi join Mihir Mahajan to discuss regulatory initiatives related to the use of AI. And on football, Shivpal, Siva Sapre and Karthik talk about the action-packed game week that it was. Man U, Barcelona and India losing their games on the same day, Mo Salah's hat-trick and a whole lot more. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quarter, CoinSwitch, Kuber, Slay Coffee, Intel, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Oxfam India. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Come learn and experience the ABCDs of being queer with me, Shinetro,
and me, Farhad,
on our show, Gay BCD.
The two of us take you through our stories and experiences of being gay men in the city of Mumbai and have candid
and sometimes downright scandalous
conversations about sexuality, gay culture, and everything in between.
Catch new episodes of Gay BCD every Tuesday on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get all your podcasts from.